Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrew, your host, and today we are doing the longly awaited episode 2 of Legends of the American West. Today's guest of honor consists of Frank, Simon, and William Reno, who made up the infamous Indiana gang known as the Reno Gang. And if you know anything about them, they staged the first train robbery in United States history. But that's not all, and we're going to get into that. So if you stick with me, I hope you enjoy. From an early age, the Reno brothers fancied themselves mischievous. Born to Wilkinson and Julie Ann, the brothers defied the religious upbringing that was forced upon them. Fast forward a few years, the siblings of Frank, John, Simon, and William found themselves trouble in their home of Rockford, Indiana. Note that not every Reno child turned to crime, as their other brother Clinton and their sister Laura chose the civil life. Nevertheless, the four brothers committed horse thievery, alleged arson, and fraudulent card games, leading them and their father to flee to St. Louis. In 1860, the boys returned home with their father, and shortly thereafter began the Civil War. Frank and John enlisted, with Frank deserting shortly after, while John served, then left honorably. With both of them out of the army, the two brothers were reunited and began the scheme of bounty jumping, possibly with the help of Simon as well. Bounty jumping is enlisting, getting paid for doing so, then never reporting. This is not surprising behavior for a group thought to be Confederate sympathizers, in Indiana being a Union state. In 1864, the boys returned to Rockford and began their crime spree, holding up post offices and local businesses to earn money the outlaw way. A few years, few robberies, and a few murders later, it was time for the big score. On October 6th, 1866 at 6:30 p.m. in Seymour, Indiana, the gang boarded a train from the Ohio and Mississippi Railway and patiently waited for the train to get a few miles from their starting destination. When they felt enough time had passed, the Renos and a few of their associates went to the express car and held the messenger at gunpoint for the key to the smaller of the two safes located inside, and it was approximately $16,000 worth of valuables. They next pushed the larger safe off the train, but failed to retrieve anything as a large posse caused them to flee. Nevertheless, the damage was done. The first non-military related train robbery in the world was just completed. A few years came and gone, and so did more holdups of businesses and trains, and even the imprisonment of John Reno by the Pinkerton Detective Agency, where he would serve the rest of his life in prison until his death in 1895. This was the beginning of the end for the Reno Gang, because on July 9th, 1868, the Pinkertons got wind of the gang's fifth train robbery and ultimately foiled their plans. William and Simon escaped, but were captured on the 27th and transported to Floyd County to be jailed. Frank was also tracked down a few months later while in Ontario, Canada, and transported to, you guessed it, Floyd County Jail to be reunited with his brothers. On December 12th, 1868 at 4:30 a.m., the town vigilante group broke the Renos out of their cells and proceeded to hang them from a nearby tree, ending the Reno Gang's reign of terror. Now, I traveled to southern Indiana to visit the graves of Frank, Simon, and William, and I must say, the legend lives. The town has a business named Reno's, and a road aptly named Hangman's Crossing. It is even said that John has been buried next to his brothers in secret, but I found no confirmation saying so. But I like to think that he is. And as for the take in all their robberies, legend has it, most of the valuables were never recovered. So if you stumble across a gold coin in southern Indiana, you might have just found history created by true legends of the American West.